regardless. So you really only need to check this compound with that one.
Okay.
Right? And if you look at a trend, right? Like carbonate, we know that the rule of 5 says that carbonates are going to always be insoluble. With the exception of group 1. So if you went across like a row, you could say, okay, carbonate, that's going to be precipitate.
You got those wrong.
Carbonate, that's going to be precipitate.
Okay.
Carbonate, that's going to be precipitate. Carbonate, that's going to be precipitate. Carbonate, that's going to be precipitate. So you could have done it really, really quickly by finding the patterns all the way through.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Does your friend understand too?
Yes, I'll tell them.
Thank you. Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
So for like the evidence.
Yep.
What do we put for claim?
Reaction occurred, a reaction didn't occur.
Okay.
Evidence precipitate, reasoning is the actual one. Yes, ma'am.
The last 4.
No, only that's 3.
Wait, so this is that one, and it's supposed to form a precipitate, but it didn't.
Sometimes you gotta look really, really carefully. You're talking about silver sulfate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the harder ones to find.
Should we just have more?
Just add a couple of each.
You're supposed to find like the precipitate, the actual precipitate.
We've already did that.
Yeah, I get it. I was actually.
You need
I'm just going
white paper.
Let's just say it did.
What happened?
What color is it supposed to be? You have to do your own.
These well plates are pretty dirty too.
Yeah, I was like, is that a precipitate?
Let's see if we can get cleaner one.
How do I do that?
This.
Are you answering the question?
Okay, let's try again. This is really, really skinny.
1, 2. 1, 2. Yes.
What?
There is iron in this one.
I mean, I know how to do it. You probably shouldn't be doing that, man. Okay. Brilliant.
That's why I'm always really, really bad.
Wait, the second row is just.
So it's still yes. So do you know what color it changes to?
Why don't if you say no, you can say no. That's totally fine.
So do we just say a precipitate was not formed?
Yeah, just say not visible. And that's fine. It's never nearly as cut and dry as we say this.
Alright.
Alright.
So did we say a chemical reaction did not occur?
So if you said there was no precipitate, then the answer would be yes, no chemical reaction occurred. Which is not what you expected. And so you can.
So what? No chemical reaction occurred? Oh, I see it.
Okay. Oh, they mix.
Good?
Alrighty. Let's use this one. Let's do. Which one do we not? We don't need this one. Oh wait, no, we still need that one. Can we just keep like the 4? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna be using this one. Kiwi. I know kiwi. And then Na2. This one. And then the blue one. This one. These 2 are yours. Let me put the blue one further. Wait, now the last one. This one. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, I know we're not all done, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and put caps on everything.
What?
We'll do it tomorrow.
You just started.
I know.
Hey.
Guys, but we were right
Let's go
about
ahead
that
and put
one.
caps on everything. I do
So-
want to make sure we deconstruct what we just did on the front of the sheet. There's like 3 whiteboard questions. Okay. I would like for you to put them on a whiteboard really quickly, and then we're going to get in a big circle and talk about it.
Circle. Story time.
We're doing our whiteboard discussion, yes.
Okay, give me
Do you want us to clean this out?
So I will get well plates from you. So you just need to put caps on stuff. I will pick up roll plates. I will pick up green tubs. Each group needs a big whiteboard and a marker. And we will have a conversation for the last 10 minutes. Johnson, should I walk past? I will take
Daddy, did you just take the marker? What? Talk to Beth.
What?
Okay.
Why does it matter? Okay, so they were cheaters.
Question.
Okay, guys. No, honestly, our team was they were cheaters.
Every time that we did so far.
Like, we they only wrote the your hair like they're based on the actual precipitate. So we actually
Reactants in both replacement products are all soluble. What happens when they are mixed? How will solubility impact the outcome?
every time you mix two.
You put those in the container plate and you put those in the pass me the roll plate.
If both reactants and both replacement products are all soluble, what happens when they are mixed?
Yes.
Like the last actually no.
What are the key characteristics? Yeah. Wait, I'm not done yet. Oh, sorry. What are the key characteristics of industrial reaction? Wait, how will the solubility impact?
One replacement product
Oh, okay.
must be insoluble for a
What are key characteristics of it?
Those have to be active.
Two aqueous compounds.
Wait,
Is it like reverse reaction?
that's what.
Wait, say.
I don't remember chemical reactions occur with two aqueous.
For sure, no. Nothing happens, right?
Yes or no?
All solubility impact outcome. No. So, what that means. So then, characteristics of double split.
I just wrote
You said right there, like the second one just say
Yours is also a natural quotient.
nothing happens when they're
yeah, because they're all soluble.
Pretty answer some big questions.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. You're the best teacher ever.
I just kind of freaked out. They were all yelling at me. There was
And we're doing stupid questions. Did a chemical reaction occur every time you mix two? Really? Just today? Did a chemical reaction occur every time you mix two aqueous solutions? Is that active? Well, we don't know because we didn't test all of them. So let's just say yes. Let's say maybe.
Like, the last three are reactions.
If both reactants and both replacement solution products are soluble, what happens when they are mixed?
So number one is yes. No, these the last two. The last three.
Yeah, no. You have to write because.
Good job, Tyler. You're doing good.
Two. Two is.
Both reactants and both replacement products.
Oh, if they're both soluble, what happens? There's no reaction, no precipitate, which means no reaction. It's just like no precipitate equals no reaction.
You're right. Just say nothing happens. Wow.
Just a bunch of liquid.
Stays
Follow the rules.
I think that's how it works.
Because if you mix aqueous, there's no reaction, so they're just still both.
What are the key characteristics?
The eraser right
Cations
there.
and anions.
The eraser to your left.
How will solubility impact the outcome of a reaction? This part of this one.
So if there's something that is soluble and something that is not soluble, then there's a precipitate.
Which equals a chemical reaction.
These have
Two soluble compounds.
no,
Two soluble
one
reactions.
soluble, one non.
Two
Reactions.
soluble reactions. At least one insoluble product.
Oh, because like the compound. I'm talking about compound.
I got you.
If you guys are done, we're gonna try to make a big circle.
Yeah, so if both are soluble, then there's no reaction.
Mean that a chemical reaction doesn't occur, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, because so then like you're still bonding Na2 with CO3, right? We're just talking about this. We're not talking about
I would never become a teacher.
No, Na2. If Na2 and CO3 are bonded together, and SO4 and Fe and SO4 are bonded together, it's still a chemical change because one is being replaced. Just because a precipitate doesn't form, doesn't mean they're not changing.
When I asked Mr. Johnson about this, he might make more sense than me. First of all, I'm not even I don't have a diploma in science. Second of all, I'm very bad at chemistry. So
I mean, you said you got it, so
I got it, but only to the bare minimum.
I got it for myself. I don't have it for others.
I cannot share my knowledge.
Why don't we go ahead and
Coming soon.
circle
I'm gonna die.
so we can discuss? It's not that hard. We'll tell you all that in a second.
Making a circle.
Guys, we're making a big circle. More like a rectangle. We got 3 minutes left of that one. Yeah, we got 3 minutes. All right. So we have more like 2 lines, and we do a circle, but that's totally fine. So we're going to just share around. Who feels comfortable with number 1 that they would like to share? Oh yeah, we got you. Go for it.
Okay, so
Make sure you speak loudly so we all can hear you.
a chemical reaction did not occur every time we mix 2 solutions because the last 3, no precipitate was formed, which means that no reaction occurred.
Do we agree? Yes. Okay. What number 2? Go ahead, Mary.
Nothing happens.
Why?
Because because everything is soluble, which means that they're all gonna mix together, which means that you're not gonna have something solid that comes out of it.
So you make something new, but it's still soluble, so it goes back to the way it was before. So the net effect is nothing, right?
Yeah. Get it, Andrew?
Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everyone? That's a good. You alright? So if you were to, as opposed to make compounds, let's talk about people, right? And we were to have Mary and Andrew as a compound, and Darby and Hugh as a compound, and they're both soluble. So then they would be dissolved, so they would go their separate ways, and then they would switch. So if Andrew and Hugh were the cations, then they would switch, so now it'd be Andrew and Darby, and Hugh and Mary. But if they're soluble again, they're going to go their separate ways and switch, and then they can both keep on colliding, right? If something was to be insoluble, and the reaction was to actually occur, they would stick together and stay together, and then they would all of a sudden have a solid compound. Does that analogy make sense? Yes. Yeah? So you need to have a precipitate in order to drive the reaction. Number 3. Ashley, let's hear from you.
Okay. Well, I want to do number 4, but.
Okay, well then let's have someone else do number 3. Who wants to do number 3? Go ahead, Emma.
The components of a double replacement reaction are when 2 soluble compounds form one soluble and one non.
Okay. So let's do a flow chart in order for us to put it all together. 30 seconds, please.
Oh, okay, so you have two aqueous compounds, you switch the cations, and then you determine if it's soluble. So if yes, then there's no reaction. If no, then the reaction.
Awesome. Thank you. Hey guys, please make sure my board is put away.